Oh, hello, 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 beautiful people. Dun, 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 dun. Should I wear my crown? Should I wave to everybody? Oh, I'm echoing. Sorry, I got an echo. Best laid plans. Best laid plans, right? Okay. All right. Best laid plans. First, I got to turn my music down. So hold on 1 second. And I want to turn the lights on back there. So 1 second right there. Let me do that. So, how is everybody? So, originally, I was going to talk. Well, I'm still going to. I'm going to talk. Hold on. I'm just going to get this stuff back here. And I don't want to turn around and like show you all my ass and give my ass to the camera. That's not really that appealing. So, give me 1 second to fix all this back here and get this light working. And then I'll put the camera back on. But, and I am wearing my crown. So, we are going to talk. Forgot to have my microphone close to me. You probably couldn't even hear me. Gosh, dag nabbit. So, we are going to talk about some legal things. We are going to talk about those things, but I have a couple of things that I want to talk about first. Couple of things. Let me turn this music down to. Oh, I can't get these lights working. I just want to get these lights. You can't really see anything without these lights. So let me get these working. But I wanted to talk about a few things. So maybe I'll just talk about the first one while I get this light going. It's very weird not having my camera on. Let me tell you, I don't like it, but you're not going to see anything about these lights. So yes, here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what it says in the, little thumbnail. We're going to talk about some legal things, and we're going to talk about something first. The first, oh my gosh, I cannot get this working. All right, I'm going to change this cord here. So the first thing, hey, sweet pea, how are you? Hello, Tabby. Yes, we're going to talk about legal things. I heard some people say that they thought I was going to talk about them because I was suing them. There's all sorts of random crazy things that people are saying. It's crazy. Everybody thinks everything's about them. I don't know how that goes. Hey, Lenny, why does everybody think everything's about them? It's amazing. It's amazing. I don't have enough time in the day to think about all these people. But the first thing that I wanted to say was I really cannot get these lights working. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to use the other cord. No one should ever, hey, Beer Can Island, I haven't seen you in a while. No one should ever compare, hey, Celia girl, what's going on in their lives with someone else. I think that is pretty shitty. Bless you, kitty. Did you guys hear my kitty sneeze? Unless you were raised by a pack of wolves, I think, oh, sorry if my voice is going in and out. I'm trying to get these lights working. I think you should know, unless you were raised by a pack of wolves, I think you should know better than to compare anything about your life with someone else, whether it's good or bad. I mean, don't we know that as human beings? Whether it's a good thing, like you buy your house. When you buy a house, what's the first thing you do? Do you compare? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My house was worth 1.2. Oh, yours was only worth 800,000. Oh, poor you. When you get a new car, do you compare? Oh, I have a V8. You only have a V6? No. You don't compare things. You don't say this one's better than this. And you don't do it with tragedies either. You don't say my tragedy is more tragic than your tragedy. You don't do that unless you're raised by a pack of wolves and don't understand how emotions work. You don't do that. You don't sit there and say, well, I lost a child, but my losing a child was worse than your losing a child. These are not comparable things. These are not vector fucking graphics that we're talking about here. You don't compare them. It's not compare and contrast. It doesn't work that way. You don't say, oh, well, you had your baby for till he was an adult. So you got that much time. So that's better. Well, is that better? Maybe it's not, because the other person was robbed at any time. I mean, you cannot compare and contrast these things. You can't. There are some mothers that will shoot their child in the face, and it's not a tragedy that they die at all. So how do you compare these things? You don't, unless you are a classless, pathetic pig. You don't compare your situations with other people. And that's what I had to say about that. because that really like kind of, I heard someone comparing, oh, my tragedy is more tragic than yours. And I was like, you know what? That's just a freaking piece of shit thing to say right there. Nobody can compare their thing. You just can't say that. I mean, you can say that, but you'll be an asshole. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but you just might be an asshole. So, I mean, I heard that and I was like, oh, that's just, you're an asshole. So, I mean, anyway, that's what I had to say about that. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I mean, you know, I had trouble getting pregnant. I was told I was infertile. I had to go to get in vitro, and I ended up not doing it because I knew if I didn't get pregnant, I would probably kill my husband. If I spent all that money, it wasn't about the money, but if I was on all those hormones, like think about that, you're on all those hormones, and then and you pay like 20 grand and then you don't get pregnant. I think I might have harmed my husband. Like, oh, that sperm was faulty. You breathed when they were sticking the egg in. I don't know. I think it would have really done damage to our marriage. So we ended up not doing it. And I remember the first time I got pregnant, I was so happy. And I remember when I lost the baby. And when you lose a baby far into your second trimester, it's not real pretty. It's pretty traumatic, but that doesn't make my situation more tragic than someone else's. How I lost you don't compare things. And just the thought, if you even have the thought in your head, if your head even goes to, I'm going to compare my situation with someone else's, then you got problems. Like I would never even think of comparing oh, this is more blah, blah, blah. I would never even think of doing that. Never even think of it. Never even cross my mind. And if it crosses, you're an asshole. You're just an asshole. So, everyone has something different. Everyone has something different. And it all leads you to your path. And everybody has a different path. So just that's your path, go for it. You know what I mean? You can't, it is what it is. Bitching about life doesn't make it better, believe it or not. I think complaining is kind of a wasted emotion because what does it do? It's kind of like guilt and jealousy. What do? Do they make it better when when you feel guilt about something? Does it erase what you did? When you're jealous of someone, do you get what they have? They're wasted emotions. And I don't have time to waste like that. Trust me. All right. These lights aren't working, so I'm going to try one more thing. And let's see if we'll just go back to these ones. I don't know if that's better or worse, but let's just try that and see. That's not too bad. I don't know. We'll just go with it. I might just turn this off altogether. I might just turn these off altogether. And maybe that's better. We'll just go like that, maybe. I don't know. No, lives aren't comparable. You can't compare yourself. Everybody's story is they've got their own, and you can't compare because everybody deals with things differently. Everybody deals with things differently. So two people handed the same situation are not gonna, go through life the same way. So you can't compare it. It's like when they have twins, and they can be, nature nurture. They can have the same genetics, obviously. They can be in the same home life and one can be a sociopath and one can be, Dalai Lama. And then you can have, two twins that are raised in completely different situations, one bad, one good, and they both, it's not a vector graphic. It's not 1 + 1 = 2. You can't compare it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. So you cannot say whose situation is better than worse. You can't say, oh, you grew up with a lot of money and two parents in a nice house, and I grew up with a single mom in the ghetto that's better or worse. No, because I might have turned out to be me and you might have turned out to be some people I know who are bums. So you cannot compare. You cannot compare. You can never compare. And if you are comparing, then you got problems. And that's on my second subject I want to talk about. That's part of the problem people have. No one should compare themselves to anybody. Like then that's the problem. That's one of the big problems that women have, because that's the other thing I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about women, and we're going to get to the legal stuff. Don't worry. You're going to have to actually stick around to hear legal stuff. And I'm sorry it's dark in here. I got to take a sip myself. Hey, hello. Did I see poo in here? I don't see poo, but I heard poo was in here. Where did my chat go? I lost my chat. My goodness, that was a little whirlwind. But that pissed me off. I don't know. I'm going to talk about a couple things today because a couple things pissed me off. I'm going to talk about the legal stuff that I said I was going to talk about, but I'm also a little pissed off about a couple of things. Just because, I don't know. I'm really like calm and cool, but when I get mad about something and fired up about something, I get fired up about something. So that fired me up because, you know, like just hearing someone compare a tragedy and you know, and as women, that's we're assholes. You know, we women are, you know, I have many more friends who are men than women. And we'll get into that later too. But we women are not good to each other, and that's part of our problems as well. So now that I've talked about the tragedy thing, I guess my point is you can't compare yourself to someone else. And part of that is feeling bad. You know, the person comparing themselves, you can't compare your child experience with someone else. You can't. You never can. There's no way. And if you are, you're kind of just feeling sorry for yourself. That comes from a place of feeling sorry for yourself. You know, trying to compare yourself with someone else and kind of being jealous of someone else's situation and then taking it out on them and then comparing. That's what that whole situation is. Yep, that's all those emotions. If you're sitting here saying, like, you know, my mom died and my experience with my mother dying is more tragic, and so I should get more sympathy than you. Well, that means that I am insecure and I am butthurt and I am jealous and I got a lot of issues that I need to work out in my own head. And when I hear people doing that, because the part of the problem is you make everyone else feel shitty, but they have their own tragedy to deal with, so they don't need you making them feel shitty, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like on YouTube, here's the thing to realize on YouTube. I got my crown on, so I gotta make sure my hair looks good today. Here's the thing on YouTube. Anything you say can and will be used against you when someone decides they want to fuck you over. So, whatever you say, before it comes out of your mouth, say, am I okay with this going out to my worst enemy to try and use against me? And if the answer is yes, keep talking. The other thing, everybody's an asshole. Not everybody, but for the most part, there's a lot of, you know, you just kind of have to realize it. You know, YouTube is not a place of love and kindness. It's not. It's a very weird place. It's a very weird place. And you know, like I think once you're here for a while, you change your attitude towards anything I say can and will be used against me. Don't trust anybody, which it's not anybody, but you know, kind of like as a general rule, don't trust. Watch, you know, like watch what comes out of your mouth. Don't trust and realize everyone's an asshole. That's kind of how you have to go. And there are, you know, you get your few people, but for the most part, you're walking around with your asshole glasses on, looking for the assholes, right? Free therapy. Oh, you know what? BetterHelp is actually really good. Yeah, I think, you know, we all kind of migrate to our peeps, and you know, I think we all kind of have our, like, you know, group of people that we migrate to. But you know, that's the thing, you really have to be careful, because even your people might not be your people, you know. But I think, you know, to be honest, at least for me, I always do get a feeling with people, and all the people who have not done me well from the beginning, I can honestly say there was a part of me that was skeptical. You know, the people who, you know, because I have some people who I have known from day one and I have been good with from day one. And those people I've never had that feeling with. Daily Meander, did you become a member while like nobody was looking? Because I think you did. And thank you for becoming a member. You emailed me, right? You're say you became a member silently when no one was looking, did you? Because you're green now, I think. Yes. So Daily Meander, congratulations for being a member, our latest member. Yay, Daily Meander. So Did I give you the link to the Discord? I forget if I did. If I didn't, email me back and I'll give it to you. But God damn it, Daily Mandarin, you made me forget what I was saying. Oh yeah. So all of the people who I'm still with, I can honestly say, like when I get with people, there are people who I'm just like, yup, it's good. And then there are people who I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's good, and it might be good, and I'd like it to be good, but I can tell that there's a chance it might not be. It's like it's all that's always been. That's always the way, and it usually comes true that in the end they're an asshole. I mean, I've had my fill of assholes. Let's just say that I've had my fill of assholes on YouTube. I've definitely gone through with my assholes. So before I get to my next thing I want to talk about, how is everybody? How is everybody? It's 2023. We have a new member. Stars just retracted her message. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you shit. How is everybody today? It is Wednesday. Listening while you carpool. Oh my gosh, don't wreck. Oh, I was going to say about BetterHelp. BetterHelp actually is a really great place. So I'm going to totally plug BetterHelp right now. So my son, he's 12, but he had there was a little thing with the family and he like really got his feelings hurt. He ended up having some abandonment issues, and I tried my best to help him, but it got to the point that I really felt he needed to talk to someone other than me. And he really he didn't want to go anywhere. So they have like a BetterHelp, but for teens. And I think it's teencounseling.com. And you have to be 13. So I just said he was 13. But he went and he talked to someone, and it's really great. It's BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a little different, but the teen counseling one is basically like open free for all. Like they can text as often as they can text, they can do email, and they can do live video chats like this, or they can do chats that are just voice chats, but they can really do as many as they want. But they kind of want you to do just like one 1 hour thing a week, and then you can like text or whatever as often as you want. But he was like really just I mean, like I was hurting as a mom. I was like really it was I didn't know what to do. And like a month, it didn't take long. He just needed, he's a kid. He's not like us. They go fast. So he really just needed someone to kind of reinforce and kind of guide him how to handle some things. And it was a month, and he went from having an issue that was really, really giving him anxiety and depression and causing him a lot of pain and struggles to totally over it. He's fine. It was like a month. So anyway, and they have BetterHelp for adults, and I think you just do once a week. My girl, I have a friend but she did it, and I think it was you could choose you could do it once a week. You could choose more. You could kind of choose what you wanted, and you could choose, but you had to choose what you wanted up front. It wasn't a free for all like the teen counseling. You kind of had to choose I'm going to do a video call once a week, and then you pay that. Or I'm only going to do an audio call, whatever. But anyway, yeah. So if you are struggling, please go somewhere and talk to someone. But okay, so I assume everyone's good because no one said anything back to me, you assholes. I ask you guys questions and no one ever answers me back. I swear to God. I don't know what you guys do down there. But I ask you questions and no one says anything. I say, how are you? I didn't see anybody respond to me. I'm just kidding. YouTube needs mental health. You know what? What YouTube needs is to be a little more cognizant of the interactions of people. That's the thing. I think that they are really, I mean, I know I've sent them, there was one thing that happened and I sent them a privacy complaint because my whole name was there, and they kept sending me emails saying you need to give us the exact and I'm like, I just gave it to you, and it went on and on and on, and finally they just stopped emailing me. And I was like, okay, that's really great that my full name is somewhere, but I guess I'll just ignore that now. That's just fine. We just won't do anything. It's glad I didn't have a real problem. Hey, Mayor. Like they have all these rules and they don't enforce them. So maybe if they enforce their own rules, because there is like, I mean, I've had it against me. I've seen live streams that were hours of just swear words and curse words and derogatory and name calling and look shaming. I mean, I've had plenty of streams made about me that, someone who didn't have thick skin would not do so well with that. And they, you can like report it. And like I've reported things that literally were like, oh my God, no one should be, and they don't do a damn thing. So maybe if they actually did their job, they'd be okay. I mean, today I was trying to change my name of my business on the stupid like tax form, and it said contact us. It was blanked out, so it said contact us. I clicked the contact us, and it was like broken. This page cannot be found. I'm like, what the fuck, YouTube? You tell me you want me to change my name. I go change my name. It's blanked out, so I can't change my name. So it says contact us if you can't do, and then it's broken. Thanks. I swear to God, for how much money YouTube has and Google has, well, they're the same thing. I mean, they really need to get a clue, and they need to get some workers that really can do a damn thing. YouTube is like a parent that, yeah, like I swear to God, like every problem you have, like it's just stupid. It's just really stupid. So I'm gonna try to drink here. Sassy Naz, are you on a Apple? Because I've heard that there's some problem going around with iPhones and stuff that you just can't go to, like, you just can't. It's impossible. I'm on a PC, so I don't have these problems, but I hear the problems. All right, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'm actually gonna go pee. Um, I'm gonna turn this off because I'm gonna turn my light and warm it up real quick. So yeah, I think it's an iPhone thing. So hold on, I'll be right. I think I got a little more light. Is that a little more light? Is that a little better? I don't know, I'm trying to get some light here. Anyway, so before I talk about legal stuff, okay, so here's the other thing I wanted to rant about. And I'm sorry I'm ranting so much, but a couple of things piss me off. So the other thing I want to talk about is like women who talk about women. And I don't mean like talk in a good way, right? And yeah, I think it's Apple. I think they're just screwed up. Yeah, it's a glitch with Apple, right? Yeah. I have an Android too, and I don't have a problem on Android. I think it's just on iPhone. So it's funny. I have Apple stock, but I refuse to buy Apple products. My son made me buy him an iPhone, and I complained the whole time. I was like, I can't believe I'm buying. I don't like Apple products. I honestly don't like Apple products. Like you can't. I'm not going to get into it. But so the other thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about women who talk about other women. And I'm not talking about the good talk. I'm talking about like the cackling hen, knitting circle, like trash talking, bullshit, insecure, like grandmas over their tea, just bitching for no reason because they don't have anything else to do. Right? I'm talking about those women. Okay, because I heard, see, I was told in a little Discord I should listen to something, and lo and behold, now one thing that you will never hear me do is just sit and rag on someone's looks. You will never hear me do that. Now, I'm not perfect. And if someone rags on me, I might get and be a petty bitch back once in a while. But you will never hear me just start a conversation and just flat out go after someone for just no reason. Like, you're not going to hear me just sitting around and for no reason be like, hey, you know what? Let me just bring up someone's what, you won't hear me do that because I don't like that. Like, here's what I do. I cam up every time. I come here for get readies with me out of the shower with not a stitch of makeup on and with my hair sopping wet. Hair that by the end of the stream, I haven't even combed ever. It's just dried on its own and been a big ball of mess, kind of like it is right now, because I intended to fix my hair a little bit better, but my lights weren't working and I tried to fix them the first time and it didn't work. And things happen. When you're a mom and you have a house, things happen. But here's the deal. I come on here, right? Every time, whether I feel I look good, I feel I look bad, I'm having a good day, I'm having a bad day, I'm like cranky, whatever. I come here. Exactly. I come here with my big old boobs and all these things because you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't care how I look because I know that what makes me beautiful is on the inside. And I know that whether I come on here with my makeup on, my extra makeup on that y'all like to talk about, I'm still funny. I'm still beautiful. I'm still lovable. I'm still quirky. I'm still fun to watch. And I know that about me. So I don't care. And it's funny because the people that talk about it are people who never cam up. Never. Never. And I've heard them say why they don't cam up. I heard I got some in my eyes, and my hair always goes in my eye. Now, I heard one of them say why they don't like to cam up. And it was because they didn't want people to make fun of them. Now, when I decided to come and cam up or not, when I first came, like, God, this hair, get out of my eye. I never in a million years thought maybe I shouldn't cam up because someone might make fun of me. Because as an adult women don't just make fun of other women. Like, I have not heard women talk about other women the way they do on YouTube ever. Third grade or fifth grade or high school. Like, this is not a normal occurrence. So for the person who said, I don't like to cam up because I don't really want people making fun of my nose, well, nobody would do that except the assholes, and there are only a couple of them. I mean, seriously. Like, and then there are a lot of people who then don't cam up because they're like, no, there are a few assholes. And it's stupid. And I don't care, which is why I always cam up because I don't care. Sometimes, like, I'm 50 fucking years old. I am 50. I remember in the 70s going out with Crisco and tanning. I haven't been perfect to my skin. Got wrinkles. I have loose skin that used to be tighter. Don't care. I don't care. I don't. Because I know that no matter what, I'm still me. And that's an amazing thing. What I am is not about this, it's about this. So, for all those people who want to sit there and for 30 minutes go through every nuance of my face, as if that matters, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Because you don't even have the balls to camp up once. So put a patch on my ass and fuck yourself. Right? Exactly. If anyone goes to my very first live. Now, you would cam up, Soup, you just don't. There's a difference. There are people who, there's a difference between I don't because I just don't. Or I don't because I'm not going to, because I feel I'll be made fun of, and I feel that way because I make fun of other people, right? Because that's in your mind. In your mind, you're thinking, I don't want to do it because I'll get made fun of, and that's in your mind. Like that was never in my mind. Like I never thought that once when I came on YouTube, because I'm not in a world where people make fun of each other, right? Like I've never encountered. Like I did not know that happened. I did not know adults out of high school did that. I really didn't. Hey, Antoine. I think I pronounced it right this time. No, there was no sunscreen. Sunscreen was going inside. There was no sunscreen. Hey, Hermit the Frog. There was no sunscreen. I mean, I honest to God remember going out with, I shit you not, Crisco. I mean, the baby oil, did the baby oil, and the baby oil wasn't enough. So I honest to God remember going out with freaking Crisco and putting Crisco on. And I think I put tinfoil around me too. I mean, I'm not kidding. Because I've always been the extra girl. I've always been the extra girl. Like I'll be normal in my normal, but then like when I like feel like I'm like on stage, like I'm the extra girl. I'm the one who's like, if I'm gonna be tan, I'm gonna be the tannest. If I'm gonna be blonde, I'm gonna be the blondest. You know what I mean? Well, you better renew that, Hermit. God damn it. Iodine and baby oil. Yep. And put a little lemon juice and peroxide in your shampoo. I never use butter. I just use Crisco. Crisco is better than butter. Butter, because see, that's why you have to be careful when you get a burn, because butter will actually keep the heat in and it makes the burn really bad. So, but baby oil was okay. Now, I'll tell you a funny story here. So I'm Italian, right? And I'm blonde, but I tan like a motherfucker. I got olive skin, right? I'm Italian. So I have never had a sunburn in my life. Never wore sunscreen. And I mean, I would like go out with baby, like, right? So never had a sunburn, never wore sunscreen. I was that girl who I would go out that first day after a full, being inside for winter and go be out in the sun for like 27 million hours with nothing on and like come in and maybe be a little pinkish, but I'd be really tan the next day. Everybody else would come in like burnt, like, oh my God, you're burnt. You've been out all day. And like, I would just be, and they'd look at me and be like, oh, you're going to burn. I'd be like, no, I'll be tan tomorrow. And I'd be tan tomorrow. Right. And so I was, God, how old would I have been? I was in my 20s, probably like young 20s, I think. And I went to Hawaii, and I grew up in Pennsylvania. Okay. So let's just say, let me give you a little hint. Hawaii is closer to the equator. So the sun is stronger there. So let's just say that. And so I showered, and like what I would do to make my skin really soft, this is a really good thing to do. If when you're in the shower, you put baby oil on and then you dry it off before you get out, like all that stays in your skin. So your skin will be really soft, and you won't be greasy either. It'll just be soft because all that baby oil, while you put it on, like while you're in the shower. So like before you get out of the shower, you put it on, rinse it off. So, and then you dry off. So it's just, you have really good skin. So I did that. And then we went to Hawaii. It was March Madness. So my husband at the time, now my ex-husband, said, I'm going to watch a little bit of basketball. We've been traveling all day. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go lay out for a little bit. So I go lay out. So I go lay out, right? And basically I had baby oil on, and I didn't think about it. And I was out like all day, probably like noon to like 5 or 6, because I wasn't paying attention. And I came in and I was red. Oh, it was good to see you, Beer Can Island. Thank you for coming. So thank you. No, Vaseline wouldn't make you tan. Vaseline is too thick. Vaseline's too thick. It's like too thick. And so I remember coming in, and I remember looking at myself, and I remember I was red, like a red that I'd never seen myself be a red. And I remember my husband looked at me and he's like, "Oh, you look a little burnt." And I was like, "No, I'm sure, I'll be tan tomorrow. Like I'm sure this is fine, right?" I've done this my whole life. I'm sure this is fine. And I remember being in the shower and standing in the shower. And all at once, I was just like, the pain, like it just was like needles on. And I just remember being like calling my ex-husband's name. And I was like, I think I need you to help me. And I literally I couldn't move. I was like in so much pain. I couldn't move. And so I spent the next day. I had migraines at the time, and back then they would just prescribe you whatever. So they would give me like 90 Vicodin, like with 6 refills. So I had pills on me. So basically, I spent the next day. The maids kept bringing me towels in ice, just like buckets of ice with towels. And I was laying on this big like ottoman thing with my legs out, my arms out, and they would put towels down me, like big towels down me. And like they would come change them like every 20 minutes, and they would like take them off and put them in the ice, and it would melt the ice. I mean, it was like so much heat coming off. And all I did was drink like Mai Tais and Vicodin the whole day. I was just like wasted the whole day. And so that was day 2. And then by day 3, I was a little pinkish, but I was okay. I still think I took a lot of Vicodin and drank a lot, but I made it through the next day. And then I was tan after that. And I didn't peel or anything, but that was my one sunburn. But man, so I feel for people that get sunburns, but that was it. And it was because I was in Hawaii, which is, much closer to the equator. And basically I had baby oil on. But hey, Aussie True Crime. They did give me aloe. Actually, they gave me that too. So they would come in and they had straight aloe. And they would put the aloe on and then the towel. I knew they gave me something. Like hold on one sec. Hold on. I had a soda. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna grab where did my soda go? Hold on one sec. I knew they gave me something. They did. They gave me aloe. Hold on one. Wait a minute. All right. There we go. Oh, shit. I knew they put some kind of lotion. I think it was just like straight. It was like the good stuff. It was like straight aloe. Hey, Gone Girl, is Gone Girl here? Wait, where'd she go? Where'd she go? I keep losing my real chat. I keep saying I'm going to use this chat, and then I don't. Wait, Gone Girl gifted memberships again. Gone Girl, you're too nice. You always do that. Thank you, Gone Girl. Hermit. Did you just get another one? You know what? Hermit was just saying, I'm going to go renew my membership right after this. And I just did it for you. Thank you, Gone Girl. You're so sweet. Did you get my email? I sent you back an email, and then I was going to text you, and then I got busy. But when I emailed you, I said, can I text you this number? Because I want to text you. But can I just ask, did you do what we were talking about yet? Because you know what I'm talking about. Did it happen yet? Because I just want to know, because I'm like really concerned about that. I really want to know. So thank you, Gone. See, this is the thing. If I was on StreamYard, I wouldn't know any of this was happening. So thank you, Gone Girl, for gifting 10 memberships. And Hermit, Pooh, Ellie, PJ's Wish, Jen Hoffa, Stella, Crystal Boone, and who else got one? That's not 10. I can count. Oh, Hermit got one anyway. So Hermit bought one and he got another one. So now you're like a member for like 7 million months. That's pretty cool. I can't find where it says who all became a member now. God damn it. That's not 10 people though. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey, Ray. Tabby. Is that 10? Did I count 10? Stella? I think I counted 10. All right. Well, you guys, for those of you, okay, now I have to get to it. So for those of you who are not in the Discord, you have to email me, and it's queen at thequeenog.com. So email me, and I will send you a link for the Discord, and then you can be in the Discord. And then you will know when we have so for people who just became a member, there will be a members only live, and I won't fuck it up this time. It really will be a members only live. I won't screw it up, I promise. So they're really gonna just be members only from now on. They're really gonna just be members only, because that works out. Like, it's really gonna just be members only. I'm not gonna screw up, because now I know what I'm doing, and I've done it twice. So for all the women who are wondering, because there was some wonderment, about my nose. Because, I just, hey, Heels, how are you? Wait, what list showing up? Oh, Katie Bug, thank you. You're so sweet, Katie Bug. You guys are so nice. You guys are being so nice to me. Don't be nice to me. I'll expect you to be nice all the time. Just kidding. Hey, stop explaining Summer Wells. How are you? How are you doing? Mai Tais and Vicodin. That was the 90s, honey. That was the 90s, because that's what you could do. You could get away with that. You can't do it now. Can't do it now because no one's going to give you 90 Vicodin with like 6 refills and just hand it off to you. Like that was the day. Like she's like, I have migraines. Like I had really migraines. Oh, thank you, Aussie True Crime. Aussie True Crime became a member too. See, everyone's being nice to me. You're gonna have to be nice to me all the time. You can get yourself in trouble. But thank you, Aussie True Crime. I appreciate that. But yeah, I had really bad migraines. It's part of the reason I moved up here because they were like environmental and also emotional. I would get anxious and get migraines. And so part of why I moved up here was Mandrax and Quaaludes. Oh my God, I have a friend who talks about Quaaludes all the time. And I'm like, would you stop? Like he's in his 60s, so he's just a little bit older than me, but I'm like, stop. You're totally showing how old you are. You can't talk about Quaaludes anymore. Like I have a feeling there are a lot of people in this chat who are like, I'm like, there's the 60s, the people in their 40s and younger probably have no clue what a Quaalude is. They probably never heard of it. They're probably just like, what are you talking about? But thank you, Aussie True Crime. So thank you for all the people who just became members. We do a bunch of stuff. I make stupid videos that are just like me and my life because I like to get to know you. So, you can get to know me. And then we have like our members only live, which really is going to be members only live. Hey, Flo Nightingale Hub. Quaaludes, like, yeah, you haven't heard about Quaaludes in a long time, have you? Like, yeah. If you're like in your late 50s, 60s, you talk about the lewds, man. Meet the lewds, baby, going on a date. But yeah, that was like I had migraines, and she would just like be like, "Ooh, Imitrex," and like, "Ooh, here's like now." Oh my God, a doctor like would never do that now. Like, and even if you're hurting, like, oh, you just had your whole leg amputated and a new one put on. No, I'm sorry. You can just take some Tylenol. I mean, it's ridiculous the other way now. I have to say, I do have to say about that, but since there was so much talk about my nose, like it's so, and you know what's even better? You know what's even better? The people who talk about me. And like I said, you'll never hear me just out of nowhere just start talking about someone because I don't do that because I think it's classless and it's stupid and it shows that you're an asshole. So I don't do that. But if I talk about someone, I'm responding like, "Hey, I heard this," and I will respond. I will respond. But so the people who love to talk about me. I've never actually had a Quaalude. I thought I did once, but it was not one. But these people, it's very amazing. They don't watch me ever, ever. They don't watch me. It's so amazing that they know so much about me without watching. Like the other day, they went through my face and they've decided that between like Friday and now, I've had something done, which I haven't. And they decided it because my cheeks, like the way that was different, and and they went through all these minute details, which how do you know that if you don't watch me? And my lips were plumper than, and my face was. How do you know these things if you don't watch me? How do you know how my face has changed from Friday to Tuesday? Like it's amazing. And they were talking all about, "Hey Tony, how are you?" And they were talking about like, see, Sassy Nas is going to Google Quaaludes. Quaaludes are a drug. It kind of was the date rape drug before the date rape drug. But Quaaludes will make you feel like you're a rubber band without a rubber band on you. Like, yeah, Quaaludes will make you feel crazy, crazy. But like literally, and it's funny because my nose is running. But and that's, yeah, I have a broken nose. I can't, like, I don't care, and like, the other thing is, first I got ripped on because I had the perfect, I was too perfect. I got the Barbie gene, right? I got the Barbie gene and I was just too perfect and too, but then I get ripped on because, oh, her lips looked too plump that day. And I think she got something done because did you see the way her cheek like went up this way and da 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 da? So like, which is it? Am I too perfect or am I too flawed? Because I can only be one. Like, personally, I think I'm in the middle and I'm a normal 50-year-old woman, but you can only pick one of them. You can't rip on me for being too much of a Barbie and then rip on me for being too flawed. You can't have both. Especially if you don't watch me, because then that means you're talking about something without any knowledge or facts, which makes you ignorant. So are you an asshole or are you ignorant? Or are you both? And that's the thing. Like when people sit around and they say, oh, I don't watch her. And then they love to say that. They love to say that. I mean, yeah, for being broke, my nose isn't too bad. I mean, it's very, if you saw him before, it's very different than it was before. And I hate it. And I notice it every time. I mean, trust me, like, I don't like when people talk about my nose. Like, like, yeah, my nose is freaking broken. I can't breathe. And just so y'all were wondering if you see something under there, because they were really concerned I had a flap of skin or what did I have? Like there was something going on. What was it? Yes, I have a thing that keeps my nostrils open because I have a deviated septum, right? It's deviated. It's like broken here, and the septum is deviated, so I can't breathe, which is why my nose runs a lot because I can't breathe. It's not sitting right. Okay. So I have a little thing, and it goes up in here, and it's right there. And like that's why you see something right there. And even with all that, I still cam up, bitches. Because they don't ever. But that's the thing. They don't watch me. They don't watch me, but they know. They know what my face looks like every day and how it's changed every day, but they don't watch me. So, to those women, we all know you do. You can stop saying it because we all know you do. Nobody's buying that you don't. You don't talk about people you don't watch. I mean, if you don't care about something, like let's say I don't care about my left kneecap. I don't know. It's a lot of people thought it was a nose ring. It's not a nose ring. It's not a nose ring. It's like it's got two. Well, I'll show you one of them. Where's one of them? Here, let me show you one of them. So they're like these things, and I have a whole bunch of different ones. But it's like this kind of thing. So it goes in and opens up your nose, and then but it's got this in the middle to pull it out. So you'll see the thing. Hey, Zero, you chopped off half your name. No, I don't have a nose ring. I am not a 50-year-old with a nose ring, although that would be pretty interesting. But no, it's not. But the thing is in the middle is so you can take it out, and I guess so it doesn't get lost up your nose. I don't know, but it's basically because when you have a deviated septum, you can't breathe. Like I can't breathe. Like it's horrible. Like I can't breathe. Um, and you can't sleep, and it's like shitty. But so it's there. But they were all concerned what it was. Goodness, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Yeah. Oh, you have to wait 10 days to change it back. Hey, Jersey Cat. Oh, don't worry about it. You're not late. But yeah, they were very concerned about that. They were very concerned about many things. They really thought, well, exactly. And that's the thing. That's the thing you have to realize. And I totally realize that. It does not matter how I look. It doesn't matter. It's like, and that's the thing. Like, you could be so like whatever, like you could be whatever on a scale of whatever. You could look whatever, and someone will find a way to try and come at you. That's so. This is what it is. So psychologically, like women they like to pretend like people don't notice. It's a psychological condition and we all know what it is. So what women do is they're insecure about something. They'll be insecure about something. And so they will push what they are unhappy on someone else. So when someone comes at me, it's always interesting what they use. So sometimes it's hair. Sometimes it's boobs. Sometimes it's like wrinkles, filler or something. Like, what have I had done? So what they come at me for is what they are insecure about, right? Because that's what you see. Hey, Top G Network. So when you look at somebody, you see what you're insecure about, right? You don't see what you're fine with. If you're totally fine with, your body, you don't notice that, but you notice, if you're upset because you have horrible hair, and you've really always wanted to have long hair, you're gonna look at me and be like, oh, whatever. And then that's what you're gonna say. So when people come to me, I always watch what they use, what the first thing they use, because that's the thing they're most insecure about. But I mean, nobody's fooling anybody. Like, nobody's fooling anybody. We all know exactly what goes on. When you just go after someone like for no reason, we all know. Nobody's dumb. You're just projecting your insecurities and your jealousy onto someone. Nobody's stupid. When you sit there for 30 minutes going through every, like, oh, then, and like her lips looked swollen, and then, oh yeah, and you see like the cheek, like the angle went, and like, so she probably got this too, and then, and yeah, and then her eye, and oh, and she had the glasses on for, like, oh, she wasn't really hiding it. Do you think you were fooling? No. And that's the thing. I don't care, and I really don't care. Like, I really, really, well, you're right, Hill. So there's two ways to go. I mean, sometimes you truly rip on something you don't like. I mean, like, sometimes people rip on someone for, like, they have greasy hair, and it's not because they're jealous of their greasy hair. So there is that. But so it goes two ways. One is truly making fun of someone. But when you go after someone for something that there's nothing wrong, and you're just going after them for absolutely no reason, then, and we can all tell the difference. We can all tell the difference. Hey, Toxified. I mean, like, we can all tell the difference what it is. But yes, there is. Because what did I say one time? I always use the, oh, I was gonna get a phone and I did. Oh, my nose, sorry. The Carl Jung thing, like, what we hate in others, what we dislike in others is what we hate in ourselves. And someone had said something to me like, well, I hate people who are rapists. Does that mean, like, I secretly am a rapist and hate that in myself? No, because there's the dichotomy of sometimes you dislike something that you dislike, and sometimes you dislike something because you secretly are insecure about it, or envy, so there's the two dichotomy, two types. You know what I'm trying to say. um yeah, just hit the like button, at least hit the like button. I am gonna go get a soda. I should have gotten a soda when I went to pee. What am I thinking? I'm gonna get a soda. Actually, I'm hungry. You know what I want? I want some milk chocolate. We had this big thing of milk chocolate, and I should have, like, gotten more of it, and I didn't. Now I want more milk chocolate. But I mean, that, like, I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad for people who it gets to them, because I know there are a lot of people that it gets to. Wait, he'll maybe else. But she's had good hair lately. She has. I've seen her hair lately. She's got a whole new hair, right? Like, well, you can tell what the difference is. Like, if, yeah, Tony's hair looked really good today. But didn't she? I swear I saw her. It was a clip, and I swear her hair was like, it looked like good, right? I'm just, you know what? Here's the deal. I have been, well, it's easy to have, like, I have extensions. It's easy to have good hair when you have extensions. You know what? I'm just going to become the next. Oh, she had extensions for. Well, they looked good. Yeah, I saw her in that one with Mallory when they were at the hotel, and her hair looked, yeah, it looked really good. Um, well, there definitely are women who just are insecure about themselves and are gonna, oh yeah, you couldn't wash your hair, huh? Because you didn't have water. Mr. Tony, why is your wife having to do that? Like, aren't you supposed to take care of that as the man of the house? Get your girl some water, man. Gee, what are you thinking? I'm just kidding. You know what's funny? Like, this is the thing that cracks me up. This is the thing that cracks me up. And I have to say, like, I really don't care. Like when people like I really, really don't. You should not overwash your hair. You should only wash it. Like I only wash my hair like every 3 days or something. You should not wash your hair every day, especially if you're older. Like I have a guy friend who his barber just told him like don't wash. He was washing his hair every day because he always wanted to be nice and shiny and clean. And the barber was like, do not wash your hair every day, especially like you're 60. It's going to start falling. Like do not wash your hair every day, right? And like so now he doesn't, but he's all like, does my hair look greasy? Like he's really like concerned about greasy hair. Hey, tragedy pimps. But like I don't care if people like I don't care because it's happened my whole life. Like trust me. Like I've been me. Yeah, Tony has really good hair. Tony has hair. Your hair reminds me of my hair when my hair was red. Like there are some pictures of me, I think, on my channel when I had the red hair. It was like a little more burgundy than yours, but it was very similar. Just like because like I don't do anything with my hair. Like that's the funny thing. White vinegar. What? You know what? I've heard of people who say, like, I haven't washed my hair in a year. And what they really mean is they haven't used product. Like, people, like, you have these, like, shows, like, I haven't washed my hair in a year. And people watch it thinking they haven't, like, washed it. But they have. They just haven't used shampoo and conditioner, right? Um, I wash my hair probably like every 3 days, but I will go longer because it's when you have extensions, it's not good, like to wash your hair, like, and you're not supposed to use conditioner there. So the less I wash my hair, the better. And my hair, when I was younger, I was greasy Italian, like very greasy everything, but like my hair is like it's just normal now, so I can go a whole week. Like if I go a week, you'll start seeing it starts getting a little greasy. So I don't do that, but I mean, but I'll probably like every 3 4 days I'll wash my hair, and like it doesn't need it. And it's funny, when I got married, oh my god, do you want to see my hair from my wedding? I had some good hair. Oh my god. And they told me because there was a lot of fake hair in it. I had this, I'll show it to you in a second. But they told me don't wash your hair the night before because like like I always thought, you wash your hair before you go out somewhere, you wash your hair, you want your hair clean. And they're like, no, like dirtier hair, like it's true. Like when I first washed my hair, it's much flatter. Like it's like when did I do that get ready with me? On Tuesday, I'd washed my hair and I came out, right out of the shower. And my hair was just like, ugh. And like my hair is much better now. Hold on. I'll show you my wedding pictures back here. Hold on. Ugh. Oh my gosh. And that's where this came from. Okay. Well, this is probably good. Okay, hold on. Okay. You see my hair? Look at that hair. That's some flipping hair right there. You really see it? Oh, it's so good. Look at that. That hair was, and that's my crown. That's where my crown came from. That's my crown. Stress isn't kind to anything. Like, well, in the 70s and 80s, oh my gosh, I could find a picture of that. The perm, the bleach blonde perm. Yeah, so it was this big updo, and like this was just see, this isn't really a crown to put on your head like this. This is supposed to be like you're supposed to have like hair. That just looks really good. But it's supposed to be like your hair is supposed to be up and through it. Like that's what kind of crown that is. Like it's not really a crown to sit on your head. It's kind of more like your hair is supposed to go through it. So if you look on the picture, like you can see like the crown is like it's like sitting into the hair. So I kind of really couldn't see it. It's more like back here, like into the hair. But like, I was really hungover badly. And I yelled at all my bridesmaids. I was like, do not, yeah, it's a tiara. It's not a crown. But, and supposedly, like, it's a no-no to have a tiara at your wedding, especially if you're over 30, but fuck that. But I told I was like, do not get drunk the day before my wedding. There's lots to do. Don't you dare get drunk on me. And what did I do? Got drunk. It was the cheap champagne in the limo. I drank the cheap champagne in the limo. That just killed me. Killed me. I remember waking up the next day and I was like, oh God. Oh God. And my bridesmaid, no, I wasn't a bridezilla. I was not a bridezilla. Nope. I almost was for a moment, because we got married in a church, but he said I could do whatever I wanted as far as like music or whatever. And so I had it all timed out. I was a dancer growing up. So I had it all timed out. Music, like people came, you didn't think I'm nuts. People came into music, like people actually walked into music. It was all planned out. But the one lady was like, you can't do it that way. And I was like, I have planned this music. Yeah, I had a moment. Oh, well, sorry. Don't tell me it was TR bad luck, because I've been married for like 14 years. I'm going to grab a soda real quick. I'm really thirsty. My mouth is starting to get grody. I'm going to grab it. I should have grabbed it last time. I was going to grab a soda and then I just grabbed a Kleenex. I said I was going to grab a soda and I didn't. Hold on. I'm going to grab a soda. Look at soda. Oy vey. Oy vey. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So my first marriage, I was married for 7 years. We called it the 7 year itch, but we remained very good friends. We're still friends. Um, and then my second marriage, we've been married for 2000 14 years. 14 years. Never married, no divorce. You know what? I mean, marriage really is just a piece of paper. You don't really like need it. She was upset you didn't wait till after her wedding to get pregnant. Oh, well, you really should have like planned that better. Jeez Louise. Nessie has beautiful hair. Nessie said she gave her hair locks of love. I think that's awesome. I think that's really amazing. Like, how do you wait until you know what I did though? I remember I kept having dreams like up to my wedding. I would have these dreams that I woke up and I was pregnant. And I was like, no, like I can't be like, I don't want to be pregnant for my wedding. It was like I waited my whole life to get pregnant, and then I get pregnant, like so I'm going to be like pregnant on my wedding, and who wants to do that? And I was so mad because I think I went off the pill right before, like long before the wedding. I don't know. I forget now. One of your bridesmaids was pregnant. How do you can't plan I mean, you can, but I mean, you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I think I was only a bridesmaid. How many times was I a bridesmaid? I think I was only a bridesmaid once. Was I bridesmaid more than that? I don't know. It was only a bridesmaid once. My doctor said, oh, good. That's awesome. So how much longer will you have to do physical therapy then, do you think? Do they know? You were engaged 2 times? I was engaged. I think I've been engaged 5 times, married twice. I think, or 4 times, married twice. 5 times, married twice, divorced once. I don't know. Is that a good track record or maybe not? I don't know. I'm like a relationship girl though. I'm not like I never like to I always like to be I was always in a relationship growing up. I was not like the type who was like a single girl. I was always in a relationship. I'm just a relationship girl. But that's really good that everything's healed. I mean, that's really good. That's a lot of physical therapy though. That's a lot of physical therapy. Paid extra for the corset to be added. Well, when I was pregnant, I was like, I would have been an asshole. Like when I was pregnant, no, I did not want fun people around me at all. Like I'm that kind of person who I could have never been a bartender. If I'm not drinking, I don't want drunk people. But although now I don't care, but when I was younger, because I don't really drink now. Like I can't remember the last time I drank. Not for any particular reason. I don't know. I just kind of like stopped doing it, and then I just like I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like the taste of it anymore because I don't do it very often. But like at New Year's Eve, I had some champagne. Like if I go out somewhere nice, I'll like, whatever. But I mean, I don't like just at home, like, oh, let's have a drink or whatever. Talked about getting married once. Well, everybody, that's the thing in life. You know what? I wished I loved being pregnant. Everyone has their own thing. Everyone has what works for them and doesn't work for them. And everyone should just respect what everyone likes. Like everybody likes to judge people for what they do or don't do or have or don't have. Like I don't know why we have to get that way. Like like I really don't know why. Like I'm not that way. I'm like a very chill person. Like I don't like I let things go. Like I'm the kind of person who if there's like something that normal people would like bring up, like we should talk about this, I'll just let it go. Like I would rather let things go than have to deal with conflict. Like I'm a no conflict person. I don't like fighting. Did you just see that? What was that? There's something like flying by. Things happen like that all the time. Have you noticed? Did anyone hear my ghost story from like the last live? Well, yeah, I did plenty of drinking when I was younger. Let me tell you, I was partying. I mean, I never did anything bad. Like I just, I went to like a Big Ten school. I went to Penn State. Are you telling me to check my email? I went to a Big Ten school. I went to Penn State. So when you go to a school like that, you drink, and you drink a lot. Drink a long time. Oh, I could tell. What is this? I could tell you some stories. Ooh, I should be. Oh my God. One time I walked down a road thinking I was walking to school and I wasn't. I was walking like I ended up being like miles and miles away from campus, going like the wrong way. I had fallen down and truckers brought me back to Penn. Like I could have been raped, killed, beat. I mean, that was really dangerous. And I remember these two, they were not maybe garbage. I don't know. They were in some kind of truck. And I remember they were like, get in. Like we've seen you walking for like over an hour. And I was like, I'm walking back to school. And they're like, no, honey, Penn State is that way. And you're about like 4 miles the wrong way. And you've been walking this way for like, hours. And literally, I mean, I was so drunk, I would be walking, I would just like fall down. Like there was it was a road, and then there was like whoop. And I remember like falling down the whoop. So when like the next day when I woke up, I had like leaves in my hair and I had scrapes on my face. I mean, I literally was tore up from the floor up. But they were like, get in, like, trust me, we're not going to hurt you. Just please get in. You're going the wrong way and you're going to get hurt. Someone's going to hurt you. And I trusted them and I went with them. Yeah, it was like an orb or something, wasn't it? I didn't want to say that, but yeah, seriously, those happen a lot, Heather, don't they? I swear to God, they happen a lot when I have lives. I see them all the time when I have lives. I mean, I don't know. Did you hear my story about like the worms and did you hear the story about the worms, Heather? I had the worms. There were the worms because of the dead lady's spirit and everything. Oh, you taped it. I just read that you said orb. Was there something while I was gone? Oh my God, don't tell me there's something while I was gone. You're going to freak me out. There's something while I was gone. Are there dead people here? Oh my God, good thing I didn't leave my dildo back there or anything. Oh, I should hit play. I'm looking at this damn video and I'm looking at it, waiting for something to happen. Meanwhile, I didn't hit play. Ah, good job. Good job there, Blondie. Wait, I didn't see it. I'm looking. I don't see it. Wait. Oh gosh, I thought. You never know. You never know. Get a staging of your home. But did you hear the story of the little worms are up there? And there's no way. There's no way. It was great. Oh. It was so yeah, so we would, oh my God. I was crazy in college. I was like I I used to have this thing where it's like if I don't remember doing it, I allegedly did it. Because, Sunday mornings we'd all get together for brunch, Penn State. We'd all get together for brunch and we tell our stories. And, people would be like, oh, you did. And I'd be like, nope, I allegedly did it because I don't remember it. So if I don't remember it, it's allegedly. After having your head in the toilet for 3 days, a couple times. Oh gosh. Yeah, I can't do hard liquor. Hard liquor doesn't work for me. But I mean, I was a Miller Lite queen, man. Oh my God. I had a lot of fun in college. A lot. But I could tell you some stories. But I could outdrink anybody. Like I could outdrink the guys. I could chug. I could outdrink anybody. Just about anybody. Shots, anything. Do you guys remember? I told the case race story at one point. Does anyone remember the case race story where I ran to like the other apartment and threw up and then snuck back in because you weren't allowed to like puke? You got in trouble. Vodka and pineapple juice. Well, see, it was just beer. We just had beer. Oh, this thing, the one that I'm wearing is annoying. And I'm sorry that I'm putting my fingers up my nose. But so for anyone just watching, my nose is broken. This is my little thing for my broken nose. That's why I just stuck my fingers up my nose. So this one doesn't fit very well. I don't like this one. We just had beer. I guess we're Pennsylvania, we're poor or something. I don't know. It was just kegs. Like frats just had kegs. That's just all there was. I don't think there were really ever. Although I was really into oh shoot. It was I can't remember. It was schnapps. Wilderberry. What kind of alcohol was it? It was schnapps. Wilderberry schnapps. That's what I liked. Wilderberry schnapps. I don't think they make it anymore. But in college, I would go to a party with a bottle of Wilderberry schnapps. And that's what I drank. The bottle of Wilderberry schnapps. And so in my dorm, because somehow I was all by myself in my dorm room, freshman year and most of sophomore year. And I had because there were however it was, there was a ledge all around. And I just had all my Wilderberry schnapps bottles. I don't even know how many, but filled the whole room with Wilderberry. I'm going to look at it and see if I don't think they make it anymore. Your daughter wants to go to Penn State? Oh, you know what? Yeah, it was all keggers. Penn State was really, really fun. I didn't go to many classes, but they had Nittany notes. And so you could go and buy the notes. You could buy the notes for a day, a week, a month, a semester. So I had this little thing where I didn't really like to go to class. So I would just go and before the test, buy the notes and memorize everything before the test and go take the test and get my A and go. I actually had a class once. I think it was statistics. I had a statistics class. And after the fact, I do remember going in the beginning. And then for some reason, there was something that conflicted. And so I started I didn't go a couple times. And then I think I forgot about going. And I literally forgot I had this class. I went the first 2 times and then I literally forgot I had this class. And so I saw this one girl who was my friend and she said, are you ready for the final? And what are you talking about? We have our final tomorrow. Are you ready for the final? Final for what? Statistics. What are you talking about? You're in my statistics class. You haven't been there since day 2. Oh, shit. I'm in your statistics class and I haven't been there since day 2. And we have a final tomorrow. Fuck me. So I went and I bought the Nittany notes and I went and got my A and I left. If she changes her selection to WVU, then oh no, her treatment. My uncle went to WVU. Yes, and he got an ultimatum. He could either leave or be kicked out because he spent all his money on liquor and women and marijuana. Yeah, that was my uncle. I gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna do my camera. I was okay. Sorry. One time on one of my early lives, someone like said, "That's so disgusting," because I blew my nose, and now every time I blow my nose, I have to turn everything off. But yeah. Hey, Pollyanna, thank you, Gone Girl again. I saw someone was saying, well, you had trash can parties, any liquor. That's disgusting. I went to one of those once and it was disgusting. You know what else we used to have? We used to have, oh, what's in my ear? We used to have Mad Dog parties where everyone would bring a bottle of Mad Dog 50/50, like whatever kind you wanted, but you just had to bring your own bottle. And then you had to drink it by the end of the night. And there was this one girl, Jenny. She was a little thing. She was just little bone. She was a little thing, tiny. Like I was big compared to her, and I'm not big. Like I was was a big person compared to her. So you can see how small she was, and she was not finishing that bottle of Mad Dog. No way, no how, never. And oh, I don't know how many times I hold that girl's hair up over the toilet or trash can. She never could do it. Every time we did it, every few months, whatever. Never could do it. Never could do it. And you weren't allowed to leave until your bottle was done. So I always have to finish a bottle so she could take her puking ass home. I partied all 4 years. What's wrong? Boone's Farm. Yes, we did the Boone's Farm. I had plenty of Boone's Farm. I remember, see, sorry. Oh, what's wrong with me? So, in Pennsylvania, God, what's wrong with me? In Pennsylvania, so, okay, my voice is gonna sound funny then. In Pennsylvania, you have state stores, which are not open on, well, not, you can't buy anything on Sunday, but that's where you buy liquor. So if you want vodka or something, you go to a state store. If you want beer, you go to like a bottle shop or a keg shop. Right? If you want wine or something, you get that at the state store too. But, and when you buy like beer or whatever, you can only buy so many ounces per person. So if you go and you want to buy like 2 cases, you have to have, so many people with you. Like, I forget how many ounces it was, but I remember like senior year, I met a new friend. I had a new best friend, and her boyfriend was a year younger than us, so he couldn't go to the bars. So we actually spent a lot of time like at her apartment, to hang out with him. And so we would walk and go to the bottle shop and get, alcohol for us. And I remember we'd have to like have, find people to go with us so we could get enough, like we need this much alcohol. Okay, we need this many people. It was ridiculous. Like I don't know. I think Pennsylvania is still exactly the same, but they make it really hard to get alcohol. Has anyone ever had grain alcohol? You didn't party like no West Coast party. You didn't have no green alcohol. Anyone have green alcohol? I partied in high school too. See, I would have to say I actually was probably a lot calmer than most of the freshmen my freshman year of college, because I did a lot of partying in like I started drinking like, I mean, I part like, let's just say, so my son is 12 and he'll be 13 in May. And I'm kind of nervous. Like he's not there yet, but I remember what I was doing when I was 13. I remember what I was doing when I was 12. I was on the pill at 12 and I lost my virginity at 13. So that scares the hell out of me. Like I'm like I can't like, and he's not there yet. He's not no, he doesn't have a girlfriend, not like he's not going down the sex road yet. But hey, Kim, but I think like I can like, wow, at his age, I'd had plenty of boyfriends, told my mom I was gonna have sex, went on the like that's what I was doing, so it's like, wow. So I did my partying in high school because I was Off to the races, baby. Off to the races. But we did, but okay, so anybody have grain alcohol? Nobody answers me. No one ever answers me. Has anyone ever had grain alcohol? Hey, Jill. Great. Because I remember, gosh, I remember we'd get it every once in a while at Penn State because you had to go, like, certain counties, you couldn't buy grain alcohol. Like, that's how Pennsylvania is. It's like this county, you literally cannot buy grain alcohol. And so, like, so I remember at Penn State, like someone had to go to another county or they'd have to bring it back home from when they came home. But I remember in high school, like drinking grain alcohol because it was cheap and it would get you fucked up. And when you're in high school, you want something cheap that'll get you fucked up. Like, I can't imagine now. It's like I would die. Like if I did any of the things I did back then, I would die. I've had absinthe. Grain like Everclear. Grain like Everclear. Not like absinthe. Like it's high school. Grain like Everclear. Not green like absinthe. Green like absinthe is like you're in college. Like no, we weren't that cool. Don't ever drink Devil's Spring. What's Devil's Spring? I never heard of it. What's Devil's Spring? I'll look it up. What's Devil's Spring? I found Wilderberry schnapps. DeCuper, because I don't think they make it anymore. All right, my 21 or older. Yeah. See, they don't have a picture of it. They don't have a picture of it. I don't think they make it anymore. Hold on. Get out of there. No, get. Kitty likes to go with. Kitty. No, Kitty, that's a bad kitty. Okay, they changed it to Wildberry. It was Wilderberry, and then they changed it to Wildberry. Oh, here, okay. This is what it looked like. I think I found a picture of it. Ben's Farm, Strawberry Hill. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it amazing? I can't imagine now doing that. I think I would die. I like that's like I don't even drink. I think I would die if I did anything. Here's what it looked like. There's what it looked like. There's the bottle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, here I'll show you what it looks like. Here, look at that. Share screen. Where is the Wilderberry schnapps? Where is the Wilderberry schnapps? I must show you the Wilderberry schnapps. There is the Wilderberry schnapps. That is, oh no, I want to do, wait, hold on. I was going to show you the other one. Is that one? Yeah, that's that one. No, I want to show you the other one. Hold on. The other one is better. This is what it really looked like. Oh my gosh. Do I have to stop screen first? Okay, hold on. Screen. Which one's the good Wilderberry schnapps? I want the Google Wilderberry schnapps. I want the Google Wilderberry schnapps. Yeah, there we go. That's what the bottle looked like right there, baby. Oh, vanilla schnapps. You know what's good? You know what's good? Vanilla schnapps in root beer or Dr. Pepper. That's good. Peach tree schnapps. That's good in orange juice. That's good in orange juice. Is that a fuzzy navel? Orange juice and peach tree schnapps? I think that's a fuzzy navel, to be honest with you. Why are we talking about alcohol like we're freaking 5-year-olds? No, not like we're 5-year-olds. I shouldn't have said that. This chat and live is like, look at school. You know what's funny? YouTube changed its rules about like advertising. So YouTube, they will put ads in your stuff, whether like you say you want to be monetized, they just put them in there, right? So you might as well just click monetize. So then you can control. So then I can say I only want like one ad and I can put it at a good stopping point instead of them just randomly putting like 10 ads all the place. So when you go in, you have to choose what kind, like if your video is limited ads or whatever. And it used to be like you could swear intermittently, like I do. Like I'm kind of swearing a lot in this one, but like the ones where you're just like every once in a while you're just like, oh shit, or oh hell to that, like just little things like that. And so most of my videos up until a certain point, they were all like full monetized, like everything's fine. And then they made this change. And then all once they went in and they picked a bunch of my videos and they put them to like limited and I said manual review and they put like, they put profanity throughout video. I'll show you exactly. I'll read exactly because it's like Like, I hate when, like, they do stuff like that. So what did they I'll read what they said. It's like, I don't think I swear that much. I mean, maybe I do. Do I? I mean, do I swear that much? I mean, if I do, just tell me. I mean, maybe I do. I don't think I do, but maybe I do. So let me see. Let me go to, I mean, do I? Do I really swear like quite a bit? I mean, maybe I do. I mean, I guess I do. They're telling me I do, right? So yeah, I really don't think I do. I mean, I do sometimes, like if I get on a rant, but like I don't think I'm like, horrible, fucky fuck potty mouth kind of. So okay, so here's the feedback they give me. So they said profanity used in the first 7 seconds or majority of the video. Profanity is used in thumbnails or titles. So I just bye, Mayor. So I just swear all the time. I just like, so they just say, hey, Jay Marie. So they just say, oh, good job. Gone Girl gifted you a membership, I believe. I don't think I'm that bad. I mean, I do say the F word every once in a while, but for the length of the stream, I don't think I'm that bad. But they put like a lot of them, and I went through them. Like there was that one that I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And like that one, of course. But like one like this, I guarantee they would say I swear too much, and they wouldn't before they changed the rules. It would have been normal for a long time, and then they just recently changed the rules. That's what they want to do. But that's okay because I don't want ads in my stuff. I don't want them in. So I would rather kind of swear a little bit more and them not put it because I don't like ads and stuff. Like I don't like if I don't like it, I don't want to put it in there. And like I swear to God, I don't know why anybody does ads. Like when you see live streams, like I think I'm just gonna swear now so they don't put it because my thing was I'm just gonna like click monetization so I can choose when it happens. And they always do one in the beginning, and then but I can choose. So there's only like one at a good point. But now I think I'm just gonna swear a little bit because it's easy. Like I've already sworn way enough to like not have any ads in this. Oh yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah, holy shit yeah, bitch cut yeah. See, now I'm not monetized. But I'd rather do that because and you don't make it like literally you'll have a video that makes that gets like I have one that has like 1,800 views and I made like 0.003 cents. I do have a couple that made like $2 or something, but like I mean it's not it's not worth it. Oh, 7 hours. Well, get a good night's sleep. Get a good night sleep. Celica. God, I can't talk. Oh, if it's only if you have ads. Well, they rate you. They rate your video, and then they say if you're eligible for ads. So if you know. So YouTube is worried about the F word. Yes, exactly. They're not worried about if there is a stream where someone goes on for 30 minutes about how someone, got the Barbie gene and oh, they're so horrible and I wouldn't want that and blah blah. They're too perfect. Like they don't care about that. They don't care about someone like just like totally like ugh. But God forbid you say fuckity fuck shit cut bitch. You're done. You're done. Good night, Celia girl. But yeah, it's kind of but I don't mind it because it like I just have to like I don't have to do anything and they just like because I mean, do you guys like watching ads? I'm gonna assume no. Nobody wants ads. Nobody wants to watch ads. Nobody wants to watch ads and nobody makes money off ads. So why do they even have them? Like, does YouTube make? I mean, I guess YouTube does because they've got millions of them. I mean, if you make a penny on something and you have millions of them, you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, I mean, I guess it's fine then, right? I guess so. I don't know. I never got to the topic I was going to talk about, by the way, which is all these people. It's funny. I heard yeah, exactly. Nobody wants. And you know what's funny? They have. Sorry, I'm pushing my thing up my nose. For those women who want to make fun of me, I have a broken nose. But you can watch the beginning of the video and figure that out. Yeah, I never got to what I was going to talk about. You wouldn't think it would be up to the creator if you cuss. Yeah, you know what? I don't know what YouTube's doing because they got an ass backwards. I swear to God, like it's really kind of ass backwards. Like, and as a developer, they really need to get their shit together. Like half their stuff doesn't work. I don't really understand it. Hello. Yes, I am. Oh. Hello, little one. Hi, buddy.
Are you still doing your thing?
Yeah, I'm still on. How are you guys doing? Good. Good. Yeah, writing people does nothing. Yes, you can't say anything in the birth. You know what they do have now? Like you can't like I think the one I got in trouble because I had WTF. Like I wrote like you can't do anything. I mean, basically I think if you say more than like a couple swear words, you're done for. So you might as well just give it up. I mean, not that you were getting anything to begin with. You weren't. So you might as well just give it up. But crap, now I forget what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something, now I forget what it was. But they do. They have things like if it's in the first 7 seconds, it's in the like. I don't know how anybody does anything, but But I swear to God, like right, like YouTube is YouTube is not. No, they're not. They're, see if they're getting food for me.
The machine.
All right. Well, now that my kids are home, I think I'm gonna get going. Cash girl. Oh, that's cool. Well, I mean, they have a much better story to tell. They're doing something that's like a little more worthwhile in the world, I think. Don't you? I mean, I don't think they really care about a bunch of people sitting around yapping on a video, complaining about other people making fun of them. I don't, I just don't think they do. Like, I don't think they do, And I mean, truth be told, I mean, if you don't like it, you can go. I think that's their perspective. If you don't like it, you can go. Which I get that. Like as a business, do you want to pay for all these things, or you just want to tell people, here's our platform that we've made for you to use to make videos, and if you can't handle how other people act, sayonara, sweetheart. I mean, that's the thing. When a company makes money, they don't care. Like that's the thing. They don't. So I mean, it totally shows in the whole copyright thing. I mean, they've changed it. So if I see someone using my stuff, right? Hey, Dixie Normus, if I see someone using my stuff, and I think this is right. I don't know if Tabby's here, but she can I think this is what happened. So if I say someone's using my stuff and I go and I do a strike, which no one wants to do a strike because then someone gets your information. So who wants to do a strike anyway? So that's stupid in the first place. Like, hello, I'm having copyright problems. Please give them all my information. So I strike them because you're using my stuff. And then they say, because why not? Screw you. I don't agree. And then if I really, really, really want to go through with it, I have to go pay for a lawyer and get all like real serious as if like my YouTube video matters. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like to do that, to make some random person making, a video for fun. It's not like people on here are making, do you see all these little things everywhere? Yeah, exactly. And that costs a lot of money. So, and we're talking about like me making one of my comedy videos. I make a little like 5-minute comedy video. Someone does something I don't agree with. Am I really going to go to court about someone using my little 5-minute video that I made, that I'm making no money off of, that I made for fun? Am I really going to spend thousands of dollars? No, like, no. It's not like this is some like film festival. I'm making, $30,000 off my film. I'm going to sue you for using it. No, it's something I made at home for fun that I make nothing off of. I'm not going to pay a lawyer. Like, no, you're not going to. So, boom, you've totally eliminated the copyright system. And no one wants to use it anyway, because if you use it, the other person gets all your information, which nobody wants that to happen. So, they've basically set it up so no one's going to use it. So they basically wash their hands of it. They've made it so they don't have to do anything. They've made it so hard that done. Which is why I think because they've made enough money, they don't have to care. And I think they're just moving to we've made a platform for you to use. If you don't like how we've set it up for you to use, you can go. Right? No, Benny's not removed for life, is he? What? Well, wait. But did he get removed? Are you talking about a long time ago? Right? Because he did get banned a long time ago, right? But he's still here. Right? I mean, I think that's what you're saying. I think that's what happened. But sorry, this thing doesn't fit. I'm sorry, it's gross. Sorry, it's really gross what I just did. That's really gross, and I apologize. But did he get banned newly? Because I thought he got in trouble a while ago, right? And then he still has like 2 channels. Yeah, and he's still using it, so nothing happened. But they're supposed to look at that, and you're not supposed to be able to do that. And all you have to do is look. Like, how do you not get in trouble for that? Because all they have to do is go and look and say, yeah, that's him, and he's banned. Like, how can you get away with that? Because that's such an easy thing to one person, because they say that in like the documentation, they say, I know, but they say that it's based on the creator, and if you just go do somewhere else, they'll see you, and they're supposed to. So they say they have the ability. I know, but the way they make it sound in the literature is that they actually are smart enough to go and look on another channel and see that if you, the same creator, are just somewhere else on another name, that they'll get you. But clearly they don't. So anyone can do that. I mean, if I get banned, next time I have my husband set everything up in his name, and then next time I have my son do it, and then I have my mother do it, and then I have a friend do it. Yeah, exactly. So Tabby, that's what happened with the strike thing, right? You struck, she said, I oppose, and then the only way you could move forward is if you hired a lawyer and spent a lot of money to do it, right? Well, you're right, Lenny. Yeah, we both should. But they have to be smart enough to go to your channel and see me on it and realize I'm the same person that got banned, not just be dumb enough to, like, they cannot look at someone's face rather than just an IP address. I mean, hello, you can just go buy a new IP address. Like, you can go. I used to work at, the first job I had was at a sales place at an ISP. You could go buy a block of 100 IP addresses if I want to. No, I think he got, right? He got banned. Yeah, so Tabby would have had to go and spend a lot of money. And are you going to really spend that much money on some video you made for fun at home that you make no money on? No. I think Sweet Pea, I think she's talking about a while back when he got in trouble. You know what? It's funny. It seems like it was years ago, but it really wasn't. It was probably just months ago. It was not that long ago. But yeah, he got banned a while ago, but he still has. They should do it by social security number. How about that? And they should look at the person who's the main person talking, and that. Wait, what are you talking about? Yeah, it's just under someone else's name. Exactly. And anybody can do that. Like, if I get banned, I can just have my husband put everything in his name. And then boom. But they should be smart enough to look and see that it's my face making the videos and I'm still, the lead. Even though it's another name. I mean, shoot, I can go on the dark web and get a whole nother identity in 10 minutes. And then it's just, they should be smart enough to look and see it's the same person with the same content. Actually, I don't know why, but I went to his channel like a week ago, and he had like a couple of videos yelling at someone, one offering someone $20,000 for summer wells, and like the other ones were just like, like yelling at, like, I think one was yelling at Carl that he was gonna like beat him up. I mean, it was like, has he gone downhill? Because I haven't watched him in probably since the summer. I don't think I've watched him since July, August maybe. Like, what does he even do now? Well, it's funny. Like, I remember when a certain other person was going to lose their channel, everyone was jumping up. You can use mine. You can use mine. So, I mean that's fine, but I guess you don't get in, like, I would be afraid I would get in trouble if I did that though. But I mean, I guess it depends what your channel is like. Like, I would not let someone use my channel right now because I worked hard to have a channel. Like, I would never let someone screw that up, right? I think I'm jaded that I don't, you know. Yeah, I'm sure everything's under hers. I would be worried it's her. Like, but I'm sure she probably manages the money. She probably gets the money, takes money out for tax. She probably manages it so he can't screw it up, right? But I mean, I don't even know. I should go look and see what he's doing. It's really stupid. It's really stupid. He started bashing his own daughter. I didn't see that. Why did I stop watching him? I think I just got bored of him yelling. That's all he did was yell. I don't know. Like, he didn't really have anything exciting. Oh, it wasn't because he was so shady with the whole Summer Wells thing. That's when I stopped. He was just so shady with it, and it was just, oh, it was with the foot that thing, the shoes. Oh, I'm sure she does. But it was with the shoe thing, when they had the shoe thing. And I don't know. I went down the rabbit hole one time with that whole, child trafficking. Is YouTube involved? Blah, blah, blah. Where have these kids gone? The videos that had like Summer and Michael in them and all that stuff. I went down the rabbit hole with all that stuff. And all I have to say is wow. Wow, wow, wow. Changed how I looked at a lot of things. Do you see these things? Like, are those really like there's things on. Oh, I remember that. I remember. Is Tiffany still friends with him at all? Because they go back and forth. He's like, I don't think he's a good person. I don't think he's a good person. I need to brush my teeth. My tooth is dirty. Oh yeah, gone. Oh, and Pooh, I still have to get you the screenshots. I see. Okay, so one thing about me, I've never been a slacker in my life, but I am just always so busy that if I say I'm going to do something on Wednesday, expect it next Wednesday because I never do anything on time anymore. Oh, she's a mod now because yeah, they go back and forth all the time. Right. But as a dark web, you can get a lot of things on the dark web. Yeah. Tell you that much. What's going on, boys? Because they go back and forth all the time. Well, sometimes they're together, sometimes they're not. Yes, Gone Girl did 10 memberships because she's so nice, and I'll probably do a members video and I'll list everyone out. So if you get a notification, look for it. But my kiddos are home and I'm gonna get going and go hang out with them. And I've been on here for almost 2 hours anyway. But it's true. You always say I have ADHD a little. Sweet Pea, I emailed you back or messaged you back on Discord. There's always, did you see that? It went like that. There's always stuff. Is it because I had the worms and there's really like ghosts going around? I always wonder. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still have to talk about all the legal stuff. There are some people that think I'm suing them that are really going to be nervous after that. So no, but I ran out of time. You're gonna have to wait. Oh no. But for the people who are members, there on Friday there's members get ready with me. And it really will be members only. It really, really will be. I'm not gonna screw up anymore. It really will be. So I always appreciate every single one of you who come. And I think this get ready with me, I'm going to actually say what I do. I'm going to wear my makeup normally, not Dolly Parton style, and I'll say what I do because I really do a good job when I do it for real. But anyway, thank you all for coming. I love you guys. You guys are always so fun to talk to. And, you know, those little bitches, we just. So anyway, have a good night. And if you're a member, email me if you're not in the Discord. If you want to be in the Discord, email me, whatever, because we got many rooms. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. And